Oh, it's been a bad week for the King, y'all. It's been a bad week. My Braves got swept by the Padres. My Raiders, they got beat by the Broncos, snapping an 18-game winning streak. And last, my Alabama Crimson Tide lost to one of the worst teams in the SEC, Vanderbilt. It's been a bad week for the King, y'all. It's been a bad week.
Yeah.
But it's all good, though, because I am part of one of the best podcasts on YouTube, the Real Sports Podcast, and this is Sports to Talk About, the review show. So sit back as we about to apply the pressure right here on Sports to Talk About.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Work with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my I got bad intentions.
All right, man, we thank you guys for being here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you are watching us on YouTube. Again, man, we are the Real Sports Podcast, and we will be your entertainment for the night. Man. And we will break down all the games from week 5. And this show is sponsored by SeatGeek and Bonfire. Get your tickets. Your concert tickets, your sports tickets at SeatGeek. Use code RealSports to get $10 off any purchase, $250 or more. And Bonfire is the official home of the Real Sports store. Here's where you get your t-shirts and your hoodies. I got hats too. Got hats in the day, baby. Show y'all a display Saturday. I got hats too, man. I got hats. So if you want one of those, man, click on the link. They're blue. It's blue. In the description box below. At least go and check out the store. See what you like. Man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got the guys here, and you know they are. It's just Tuesday Night Delight. I got the guys here. Fly Eagles fly still. But tonight, he is the Philly. And as a Braves fan, I am putting my endorsements into the Philadelphia Phillies, and I hope they go all the way. I have no beef with the Phillies at all, but I do not like the Mets. So I hope the Phillies bring it on home for the NL East. Bring it on home for the National League, man. But representing the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philadelphia Phillies, and the Philadelphia 76ers, because NBA is back in the building. Fly Eagles fly. He is a 3-time Real Sports NBA trivia champion. He's Philadelphia's favorite son. He's Philly G.
Just like my Sixers, I'm the 3-time. And don't forget that 4th major team, Flyers.
Oh, yeah, those are the Flyers, boy.
Philly down 7-0 right now, but it's all good. We'll win it in 5. I ain't worried about it no more.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've seen even against us. I've seen their Phillies, boy. I remember, man. I don't even want to go back that far, but I mean, we was beating y'all like 4-0, then all of a sudden you won 6-4. It's just like that, man. Gotta get hot. Let's go, Phillies. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Last but not least, man, I got the day one. He is the pioneer of this fine establishment, The man has more episodes than anybody on the podcast panel. Representing the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is the Riddle Sports Wrestling Trivia Champion. Somebody please come challenge this man. He is the very talented and Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, y'all? It is my favorite time of the year. It is week 6, finally in the NFL. Pittsburgh, come see your boy, man. I got an ass whooping with your name on it, dog. I'm looking forward to Sunday. Let's go, Raiders. Let's go, baby.
We got to get this one, man.
Gonna kick some black and yellow ass. Yes, sir.
We got to get this
I expect an L post from him this week.
Got to post it.
Messing with the state of Pennsylvania.
Philly G.
Messing with the state of Pennsylvania.
I feel you, Philly G. I feel you.
This is a message to Philly G and all the Raider haters out there who follow me on social media. Watch the show this Saturday, Real to Sports Talk Show. I have a little wager on the game, and I think it'll pique your interest. So, come back Saturday to see what I mean. Show you how confident I am in my team.
Got the game tied up. Stop tripping. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh, trust me, when you hear what I'm putting on the line, Philly G, you'll be licking your chops. Like, oh, I can't wait for that game. Even you'll get excited to see that game.
Macho man, You put a little wager up there. Yeah, dig it, yeah.
Gotta get your cup of coffee, baby.
I know. Coffee. Yeah, cup of coffee. In the big time, yeah. Oh, boy, you got a little macho. All right, man, we're going to start this show off. And why not start off with the man? He got a boy, I can't never get that word out. Astronomical number he got for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got college football, and he is Mr. Young Mark, and he got college football news with On the Mark.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Tuesday night, so you know what that means. Welcome to another edition of On the Mark, the part of the show where we kick things into high gear and we bring you the latest and greatest in the world of football outside of the NFL. Before we get started, it is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I just want to dedicate this edition of On the Mark to the memory of my late grandmother, Marie McLean. She was a breast cancer survivor and the biggest Washington Commanders fan I've ever met in my life. She was a sweet old lady, but don't you dare say anything disrespectful about her Washington football team. She has some words for you. So this is for you, Grandma. Let's get into it. Man, it was a chaotic week in the world of college football. If you're a longtime college football fan, you know it's always that 1 week in the season where everything just goes to chaos. And that's what we just had here in week 6 in the world of college football. So 5 of the top 11 teams took the L this weekend. We had Minnesota getting the upset over number 11 USC 24-17. Number 10 Michigan in a rematch of the national championship game from last season. They fall to Washington 27-17. There was a couple of big ones in the SEC. The University of Arkansas, who Oklahoma State somehow beat earlier this season, and I don't know how. They defeat the number 4 ranked Tennessee Volunteers 19-14. It was Arkansas's first win against a top 5 team in a very long time. Fans stormed the field afterwards, and Arkansas got a nice little $250,000 check for their troubles. So shout out to the Razorbacks and Pig Sooty for everybody out there. Next up, man, I hate to do it to my guys, but I got to do it. Somehow, some way, man, Vanderbilt, who is the perennial doormat of the Southeastern Conference, they beat the University of Alabama. They won 40 to 35, beating the Crimson Tide in Nashville. This is a very historic win for Vanderbilt because previously they had lost all 60 games against AP top 5 ranked teams. Also, this is the first time they've beaten Alabama on the football field in 40 years. So shout out to Vanderbilt. They upset Virginia Tech earlier in the season, and now they've upset Alabama to move to 3-2 on the season. The next big domino that fell in the SEC, man, this was really a butt whipping. It was never ever close. The 25th ranked Texas A&M Aggies upset the 9th ranked Missouri Tigers. Final score 41-10. It was a beatdown. Shout out to Texas A&M and their head coach Mike Elko, who was previously the head coach at Duke University in my hometown of Durham, North Carolina. So shout out to Coach Elko one time, getting a top 10 upset down there in Aggie land. And it, quite honestly, what can only be described as one of the crazier games I've seen all year. It was ACC after dark. This game was going on until damn near 2 a.m. Eastern time, and I was up for every second of it. The number 8 Miami Hurricanes defeat the Cal Golden Bears. Final score of 39-38. What makes this game incredibly insane, Miami came back from a 25-point deficit in the 4th freaking quarter.
It should have been a targeting call.
Facts.
There was a very controversial targeting call against the Cal quarterback. The officials called it off. But to Cam Ward's credit, that man took over the game.
He did,
a 25-point comeback in the 4th quarter is nothing to sneeze at on any level of football.
Yes,
Shout out to him. I don't know, man. Like I've said before on the show, I really want Travis Hunter to win that Heisman Trophy because I feel like he's the best player in college football. But Cam Ward is making an incredibly strong case himself with back-to-back crazy victories. Cam Ward finished the day 35-53 for 437 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he also had a touchdown on the ground. So we're going to see how long Miami can hold on to this winning streak and this luck that they had. But they sit pretty at 6-0 right now. So shout out to the University of Miami. It's nice to see the U back on top for once. All right, and well, before we get to the ending of the show, I do want to point out a big game coming up this weekend. It is a Midwestern staple, one of the best rivalries in college football in the last really 60 so years. The Red River rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma taking place at the old Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. That's going down this weekend. You also got Alabama versus South Carolina, seeing if Alabama can rebound after that loss to Vanderbilt, like I previously mentioned. But definitely the marquee matchup at 3 o'clock on Saturday. ABC is going to be number 1 Texas against number 15 Oklahoma. Excited to sit down and watch that game. Now, we've reached the end of the show, and you guys know how we do. I like to end things with the beatdown of the week. And this week is not nearly as bad as last week. I had to put a little extra sauce on it to get back at my main man host. So this week is a little bit more modest, but still a beatdown of the week nonetheless. This week, staying in the college football ranks, we had Linfield taking on Willamette. And the final score of the game, Willamette 0, Linfield 72. That is your beatdown of the week for week 6. Linfield 72, Willamette absolutely positively nothing. So again, not as bad as last week, 190 to nothing, but 72-0 still a pretty freaking bad score. I don't know how you bounce back from that, but God bless Willamette and their attempt to do so. That's on the mark for this week.
But it's funny how that right there is 72 to nothing. That is major, but your numbers has been off the chain lately, so that just degrade. That just degrades. So we like, okay, I got you. I thought you was gonna put out like 93 to zip. 98.
Nah.
Oh God.
I ain't had one of those this week, Coach.
Good
I'm
Lord.
glad I had one last week. I needed to get you, but I got you good last week. That was the
you got
best
me, bro.
beat down of the week reveal I've ever done. I host said that's going so smooth and so quick and so
bro.
confident.
Yeah.
He realized what he said.
You got me, bro. You got me. I was thinking about that. I was just after the show, man. I was downstairs. I was like, damn, you really played this game? Like, what? It's crazy. College football is something else. Shout out to Arkansas.
Yes, it
Appreciate
is.
that. Shout out to Arkansas, man. They really helped us out. They beat Tennessee, so they helped us out big time. So Tennessee is no longer undefeated. Nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't hate.
But I know.
But now,
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
but now all the top dogs in the SEC, us, Georgia, Tennessee, we all got one loss. Missouri as well.
It's just Ohio State, bro. They just got a cakewalk, bro. That don't make no sense. But I ain't gonna hate on them.
I don't know.
Until they
got
play
Oregon.
Penn State, they never
the
have.
biggest threat they got is Penn State.
They got
Yeah.
Oregon this week, Coach.
Oh yeah, Oregon's
Oregon's
all
their
right,
next
but
opponent.
Oregon's doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, Oregon. Oh man.
Hey, trust me, Dan Lanning ain't no easy cakewalk win. If you beat Dan Lanning, you gotta beat Dan Lanning. There's a reason why Alabama wanted that man bad.
They gonna spin State, bro.
Penn State always folds. I hate to say it, but Penn State always folds.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, they gonna smash him, bro.
The real threat is
State,
University of Maryland.
like, listen, I know I'm an Alabama fan. We had our rivalry with Penn State in the past, but growing up in a Penn State household, basically, we ain't gonna sit here and disrespect the Nittany Lions like that, though.
It ain't disrespect, it's the truth.
We're not gonna do that. It ain't the truth. We play better than Maryland every year. And I said we like I'm a fan.
I go back when Kerry Collins was a quarterback of Penn State.
Like, come on, man.
I ain't heard that name in a minute. Hey, bro, being better than Maryland ain't saying much, you know that.
Yeah, Maryland.
I love Maryland.
That's a basketball.
That ain't saying much.
Yeah,
I'm saying somebody in their conference. I'm saying somebody in their conference is what I'm saying. We're talking about the Big Ten. I mean, they've been better than Maryland. They've been better than Ohio State in recent memory as well.
Nebraska and Oregon got something to say about Ohio State winning the Big Ten.
I can see that.
Welcome to the show, champion.
What's happening,
Cardinals making playoffs. Just watch as wild card.
Could be.
Arizona Cardinals?
They might be better than that. Let's go.
I'm not putting it past, bro. I think they started to wake my eyes up. I really am. I'm really starting to believe in Arizona. God damn, what a quick turnaround in these last two games. I'm really impressed. I'm really for real. I'm impressed with Arizona. Interesting. Champions in the building. Thank you for watching, Champion. Bring all your comments here, man. I'll try to post everything that I see, and let's get your opinions. I got the scores, y'all. We're going to run through these scores. I got some scores. I wrote a song about it. Like, here you go. What's my stuff at here? They don't stream y'all, but they just have my stuff all over the place. All right. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the review show. We're going to run through these games for you guys real quick, and we're going to give our quick opinion on what the freak went down. starting off, we took a trip to London. We took to London, and it was between the New York Jets and the undefeated Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, they defeat the New York Jets 23-17. The Vikes, NFL's best 5-0. The Minnesota Vikings is the best team in the NFC and tied for best team in football right now. Shout out to the Vikes. Robert Saleh has been removed as the New York Jets head coach. Robert Saleh is no longer the New York Jets head coach. Jeff Ulbrich is the interim head coach. Mark,
Yeah, man.
your intake, your thoughts on the game and your thoughts on the firing of Robert Saleh.
Honestly, I'm surprised that it happened this early. I think nobody's really expecting him to retain his job past this season, but I don't think anybody expected it to be this early. It's only week 5. To me, and I hate to say it, but I feel like he was kind of scapegoating the situation because Aaron Rodgers really hasn't played all that well this season. They literally have the same point total with Aaron Rodgers this year that they had at this time last year with Zach Wilson. So there's no real change there. I'm just kind of, like I said, just kind of shocked that it happened this early. But on the other side, man, Minnesota, they didn't look as sharp. They didn't look as hot as they had earlier this season. It looks like they have cooled off a little bit. Now, again, I understand that you're going up against the Jets defense, which is really, really good. But Sam Darnold didn't really have that big flash performance. They took Justin Jefferson out for like 3/4 of the game. So interested to see if Kevin O'Connell and Minnesota can rebound and get back to form. But they definitely came back to earth a little bit this week. Love you, Q-Dog.
Yeah, man. The Vikes. Vikes undefeated.
Hey, they won.
Vikes are undefeated.
It ain't always pretty, but they won.
Yeah, they won. The Vikes going to bye. They on the bye. This week right here coming up, they are on the bye. So it's big. It's big. Big. Next game, we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. The Bears defeat the Panthers 36-10. Philly G.
As expected, DJ Moore had a day. Caleb Williams looked like he loves his targets. You know, he tried to get Keenan Allen going as well, but Keenan Allen's coming off of an injury. He looked all right. Carolina back to form, man. Like I don't know what to say. Like you beat the Raiders, you got that win under your belt. You tried to do it again and try to beat Cincinnati, and oh, I'm sorry, they got to play Cincinnati. I'm sorry. You tried to whoever they played last week. I'm sorry, I'm lost, guys, for a second.
Go ahead.
But this past Sunday's game was just not good for them, man. Their defense
not at all.
Looked like they wanted to fight more than they wanted to play.
Yeah, that's a fact.
J.C. Horn getting kicked out of the game. It's just ridiculous. But as far as the Bears, great team win. Defense wins championships, guys. Offenses win games. Defenses win championships. Their offense is winning the games while the defense is finishing games. Great game by the Bears. Panthers, once again, just look lost. And I sell the team. Sell it.
Yeah.
Do what the Oakland A's didn't do. Sell the team.
I agree with you on that. The Chicago Bears too. Are they things starting to turn around in Chicago?
In my opinion, host, Mark, I think so. I want to say yes, but it's been 5 games, so yeah, I'll say yes. I see this being a 10+ game winning team with how they're playing right now. But they got to keep that rolling. They're in the NFC North with the Vikings, as we mentioned. They're in there with Detroit. They're in there with Green Bay. So you look at if they can really get it together, they're going to be fighting in their division in December, fighting for that division.
It's going to be
yes.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love it. We have an AFC North division game. The Baltimore Ravens defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 41-38. Man, the Ravens look good. I think the Ravens look good. They
always look
goddamn.
good.
Yeah, it was high scoring like a mug, man. But Joe Burrow is back, man. Joe Burrow looked like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow looked like Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase looked like Jamar Chase. Looked like the chemistry is starting to come in that game. Baltimore 3-2. Baltimore needed a game though. They needed a game to keep up the momentum. They won 3 in a row, which is impressive. That's good. Hopefully they can keep this momentum going. Baltimore, that offense is starting to get a little bit explosive. Derrick Henry's running the ball. Everybody on both sides of the ball, everybody's starting to get a little comfortable with themselves, man. So I really
in
enjoyed
Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
He don't want to believe it, host, but they're on the 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, they won 3
You
in a
can't
row.
hate. They won
I'm
3 in
not
a row.
I
So
They
I
won 3 in a
genuinely
row,
want to
bro.
give. I would like to take the opportunity to give Lamar Jackson credit because he really did look phenomenal in this game.
No, I feel what you said in the
He was hanging
fantasy.
in there. No, for real, he was hanging in there with Joe Burrow in this game, and I have to give him credit. That touchdown he threw in the back of the end zone to Likely was phenomenal. I would
Nice.
It
give
was
credit where
likely to
credit is
happen.
due for that.
It was likely to
The
happen.
reason why I
Pun
disagree with what
intended.
Host said is what the hell is up with that damn defense, man? And this is another week where an opposing offense has put up hella points on you. You almost choked the game to Dallas. You choked the game against the Raiders. You couldn't stop the Chiefs in week 1. That defense is leaking oil pretty bad, and it's concerning
The
to
secondary is terrible.
The secondary
They
can
are
get attacked
terrible.
very badly.
Terrible, bro. They are terrible. I agree
And
with you, Mark. You're right.
look,
me.
offensively,
That's my only
I could,
knock on Baltimore
I
right
could sit here and
Yeah,
say
you're right.
offensively,
But you're
the
right though.
Ravens got it. But that defense, like I said earlier, defenses win championships. And like
Yeah,
the
it does.
Bears, their defense is finishing games. This
That's
defense
right.
can't finish a game like that. You
Mm-mm.
depending on your offense. If it wasn't for Derrick Henry running that run that he had,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have won that game.
Ooh, Derrick Henry.
Nah,
I
respectfully, if it
man.
weren't for the damn punter from Cincinnati fumbling the guy daggone snap.
We're not gonna make excuses, Mark. The kick still got up. We're not gonna make excuses. The kick still went up and it went left.
What about this game? What about the Buffalo Bills?
Mm.
They faced the Houston Texans. The Texans came up with the win, 23-20. The Texans go on to be 4-1, and Buffalo drops to 3-2. What you think about this game, Mark?
Yeah, let me get on that game real quick. I'm trying to be very respectful. I love Sean McDermott. I think he's an old school throwback, hard hat head coach. But sir, what in the blue hell were you thinking at the end of that damn game? Like, it's literally like he was playing Madden out there, and he was like, "Well, screw it. If we don't pick up the first down, I can always quit and start the game over." Like, no, bro. You do not throw the ball 3 freaking times backed up within your own 5-yard line. Your quarterback standing in the end zone late in the fourth quarter like that. Essentially, what they did, they had 3 straight passes, 3 incompletions, barely took any time off the clock, and then when you punt the ball to Houston, you're basically allowing them to get the ball in field goal range already. And you know what their field goal kicker can do. He's one of the best in all of football right now. So the coach is supposed to put the players in position to win the game, and Sean McDermott put his team in a horrific position to lose that game. Like, they literally, I don't know if it's just past trauma from Mahomes and them, but I'm fully expecting them to run the ball, maybe pick up the first down, or if they don't, barely leave Houston any time to do anything. We go to overtime and you take your chances there. Sean McDermott literally cost his team that game. But the crazier thing is, gentlemen, they got a game with the Jets on Monday night for first place in the division. So I hate to say it, but I think we need to take that old nickname for the NFC East, the NFC least, and we need to transfer ownership of that title to the AFC. The AFC least, bro.
Yeah.
A team just fired their head coach a week before they have a game for first place in the division. Welcome to football, ladies and gentlemen.
I
So
mean, they've
so
been the
Mark, look,
AFC least.
facts. Yeah, you can put them there now. So Mark, Buffalo, they started off 3-0, right? So now they're 3-2,
Yeah.
lost 2 in a row. I wouldn't
Mhm.
say pull the hit the panic button right now, but what adjustments do you think Buffalo needs to do going on? Because
I'm a
you can't lose 3 in a row.
I'm gonna sound wild, but I think if they um come up short this season or have another like not embarrassing but another heartbreaking loss in the playoffs, I think it generally might be time for them to let Sean McDermott go. Uh, because he's been there for a good while now. They've had good moments, but just cannot improve enough to get over the hump. It's been kind of like the same story with them the last couple of years. And again, you're supposed to be a defensive minded head coach, and defense has not really looked good here the last couple of weeks. And for some strange reason, it's always players on the defensive side of the ball getting hurt before or during the season. So if I'm the owners in Buffalo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would strongly be considering maybe making a head coaching change and get some new life and some new energy in a Buffalo at the end of the season.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, it
I
makes a
hear
lot of
you.
sense.
That's not too far fetched, though, Mark. But I love Sean. I do. I think we all do, and he has
Yeah,
been successful. But division titles, like I said, it starts with division titles, but at the same time, division titles just get tiring at some point. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. You're making the playoffs every year. You make a deep run, but you run into that team with the red and good barbecue, and you get smacked around, or you run
It's
into
true.
a Raven or something like that, and you just can't get over that hump.
it
So it's
genuinely reminds me of Marvin Lewis with his tenure in Cincinnati.
mm,
Really
yes,
good coach. They consistently won a lot of games, but just could not make any noise in the playoffs. And
nope,
ultimately, that's what led to him getting the boot. And I feel like Sean McDermott's kind of heading in that same sort of direction.
yeah,
Mm,
I
yeah,
feel it.
good point.
Pressure's
All right.
on.
Next next game, man. This game was entertaining. Holy smokes. AFC South Division game. And it was the Indianapolis Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars get their first win of the season and a nail biter at the end. Wow, man. Wow, wow, wow. Ah, Philly G, Philly G, Philly G. Philly G, do you
Is it too
believe?
early? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
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 go
no. Go
ahead. Go
ahead, go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
That's the question.
No. You go, you go. I want to listen to you.
Is it too early to say that Alec Pierce is an X factor? That kid can
Oh,
ball. He had 3 catches, over
yeah,
a
he
hundred
did.
plus yards, and a touchdown in this game.
Yeah.
Man, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Joe Flacco is Joe Flacco. We know how he balls, and he plays great. Um, for the Jags, okay, you got your first win. You got it under your belt. I'm proud of you. But uh, it's still some concerns, man. It's still some concerns on that side.
Yeah.
Um, you can't make mistakes. I'm gonna say that now. But their running game looked great. Indy just had one of them days where they was gonna lose by a point or so. Go figure. Great game from both sides. But for the Jaguars, they should use this as motivation moving forward. Get that fire back that we was talking about. And Dougie P, stop making dumbass press conferences and just win damn games. All right.
I agree. I agree with Philly. I agree with Philly G. I think
Yes,
Baseby
but
great. I think Baseby stepped up and really handled that game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, man, I just don't understand what's going on with Trevor Lawrence. Hopefully,
mm,
this game right here can put him back in some kind of way of a quarterback because he's just lost it. Like he just looked lost out there. It just don't look like he got any passion anymore for it. I don't know what's going on with Trevor Lawrence, but Bigsby really picked it up. That crowd that crowd was a major factor. They stuck it in there for the Jaguars, man. They was not satisfied till they left that stadium with a win. But you gotta give credit when credit due with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco put on a phenomenal show for a 38, 39-year-old quarterback. Man, he was throwing bombs left and right. Shout out to the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts. Man, they was calling ballsy calls, attacking that secondary. They went in on Jacksonville, and I like that mentality that they had. Indianapolis wanted to win that game, and you could tell this was a major clash between the two. They were going at it. They were really going at it, and you enjoy games. That's why you love football, for games like this. I mean, Flacco was on it, bro. That I really enjoyed that game, and I was emotional. I was really happy for Jacksonville. I was really happy for them, man, because they fought, even though Flacco was killing them. He was killing them, but they really fought. So great game. 37 points too, man, to win the first one. So
what was your question, host, that you was gonna ask before I jumped into it?
With the Colts.
I think so. Yeah, whatever your question was.
Oh. So you go ahead and fire Dougie P? I mean, I'm tripping. Do Dougie P? I mean, do he get fired? Because he's your former head coach. Do he get fired? Even though they won, but do you see a firing? Because Robert Salah just got fired. I think Jacksonville maybe 1 or 2 more losses. What do you think with Dougie P? Doug Peterson, by the way.
Let's not forget that this man, the last year with my team, had a 4-11-1 season and almost won the division. I won't. This is not a Robert Saleh situation, though.
No.
But you lose about. I'll give him about 3 more games. He cannot lose the next 3 games. I'll say that.
Yeah, I agree.
Or he'll be fired.
1-7.
You can't go. What are they? 1-7 is terrible, because at that point you can either go 10-7 or 9-8. Still make the playoffs on the back end, but you're not gonna win your division. No. Right? You got to still play your division as well. Division games are hard. Shout out to the OG. But I don't know, man. You go 1-7. That's it. That should be done. I'd be surprised if he keeps his job after 1-7.
I hate it for Doug Peterson, man. I like Doug Peterson.
I do too. He won us our first ring. He's cool. He's a cool coach. But Jesus Christ, man, he has sucked.
He's a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's a quarterback. So I mean, God damn, like, come on, get that, Jacksonville.
Is it really him? Like,
yes.
I don't think so.
I don't mean any.
Him and that damn Trevor Lawrence.
But I feel like, because the quarterback play hasn't been as good as it needs to be, that's a big reason why Jacksonville has not been as good here the last 2 years. I would honestly probably make a move with Trevor Lawrence before I would fire Doug Peterson. Because just look at the track record Jacksonville has had with head coaches. Like, after they fired Jack Del Rio, they went through a carousel of bad coaches who couldn't get it done. It was just no life and no juice. Dougie P comes in, turns everything around, brings like a winning culture to that locker room. I don't know, man. It would be pretty difficult for me to fire him before I make a change at quarterback to at least see what can he do.
The problem with Jacksonville, they have leadership. There's no leaders on that team. There's no leaders.
Right.
There's no vets.
You need to have some leaders, and you can't always depend on vets. Sometimes you need one of these young guys to be the one to fire it up.
Who?
Sometimes. I'm just saying sometimes. All the time, it should be the veterans, but sometimes it's some young guys that can set the standard.
They definitely need it in a game like this.
Right.
Indy was coming. Indy was coming for their neck. They was coming, boy.
Protect your neck. Shout out Wu-Tang.
Yeah, for real. They was coming. They were damn near close.
Shit.
Shout out Shane Steichen, man. Even
He
though
ain't
they
lying,
lost
bro.
their starting quarterback, a little bit before the game, you really couldn't tell how they performed. I
He
mean,
ain't lying.
Joe Flacco was booty butt naked open on a long sprint down the field, crying out loud,
Yeah. The
Yep.
way his arm, man, he still got a cannon.
I'm surprised he
He
ain't starting for somebody, honestly.
he threw that 53-yard. I was like, holy shit.
I was gonna
Woo!
say something to that, Mark. It's about y'all Raiders, and then we can go to the next game. I was gonna say, why didn't y'all just pick up Joe Flacco?
Mm,
I have no comment, bro.
yeah, I don't know either.
I
Y'all could have
have
went
no
for Joe.
comment.
Joe could have been doing that, and a number 15 jersey on the damn Raiders, or whatever number
Yeah,
y'all would have gave him.
for anybody.
I have no comment.
Me neither.
The blue hen is going crazy right now in Indy, like he did last year with the Browns. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should know what college he went to.
There you go. Trivia. The next
I
game,
get
man,
it,
we got
Felipe.
the AFC East Division game. Did not watch this game, but the Miami Dolphins defeat the New England Patriots 15-10. I did not watch this game. I did not. I did not.
Why would you?
I wouldn't. It's a sleeping pill. I did not watch it, so we can move on.
I
I did
thought the
not watch
Panthers
it.
sucked. I thought the
Yeah.
Panthers. I mean, I watched pieces of it. Host, if you want me to touch on it, I
Yeah,
can.
sure.
But
Sure. Why not? Why not? Why not?
I just you got embarrassed against the Seahawks. You got bare assed. No pun intended.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, you lose to the Titans on
Mm-hmm.
Monday Night Football in a
Mm-hmm.
sleeper game. Then you decide, oh yeah, it's a team that sucks worse than us. Let's beat them in a game that sucked as well. So it's like I don't know, Miami. If there's anybody that should be fucking that should be fired,
Yeah.
it should be Mike McDaniel. There's just no
Yeah.
energy. There's nothing.
I agree with
You're
Philly
too
G.
you're too comfortable. Kind of like how our boys in Bama, we lost this past weekend to Vandy. You're a little too comfortable now.
Yeah.
You got to get into somebody, no homo, into somebody's ass. You got to go in there into that locker room and light a fire, bro, and be like, hey, bro, you need to do this, you need to do that. Jalen, you need to start
Yeah.
playing. This needs to happen. You got to do something. But Miami got the win, so
Yeah.
I can't be mad at that. Patriots, don't hold your head down.
Yeah.
Drake May is coming. Let's see how that goes.
Drake May's coming.
You know what I'm
Drake
saying?
May is coming.
But I just think the
Yeah. I
Patriots
agree.
need to work on
I,
defense. Mhm.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I definitely agree with you, Philly G. There's no sense of energy or urgency on the Miami sideline. And Mike McDaniel, they just show him sitting there with his nice hair and his Rolex and all that good stuff. And it's like, I'm like, come on, bro. And I know that may not be his personality, but you cannot hold the position of a head coach and don't show emotion. It doesn't fucking work. Tony Dungy was a guy that was pretty low key, pretty quiet, right? But as you can see, as time went on, he started to open up a little bit. Tony Dungy was a little bit open with it. Yeah, all successful coaches show some kind of. Look at Pete Carroll, one of the most charismatic coaches probably of all time,
Yeah.
and he was successful. You have to get something going with this Miami Dolphins team. They're too talented. They're just a quarterback shy. Jesus, but they got
It's like
two of the fastest guys in the NFL. Like I don't understand
But if you ain't got
what's
a
going on
quarterback
here.
and get them the ball,
They don't have a
I
quarterback.
don't care who your
But
head
it,
coach
it
is.
ain't even just them with the speed. Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry. I'll wait.
It I just feel like firing Mike McDonald would not solve any of Miami's issues. They need, in my opinion, they either need Tua to come back, or preferably, if I was them, you need to find Tua's replacement. Because at this point,
Yeah.
it's getting freaking ridiculous that he's always getting hurt. If you can't rely on him and you see how bad the offense looks without him, that's a sign to invest in another quarterback. Hell, be like the Green Bay Packers were in the 90s and hoard them quarterbacks, develop them, and then trade them for draft picks down the line. I mean, they had Matt Hasselback. They had my main man from Jacksonville, Mark Brunell, Matt Flynn. I mean, look at all the quarterbacks they drafted who were obvious backups that they developed and then turned into
David
currency later
Garrard.
on.
Got to put David
Yeah,
Garrard in
I
there.
don't know why Miami can't do the same thing because it's obvious that Mike McDonald can coach quarterbacks, or at least he can coach two.
You mean McDaniels? Or is it McDaniel? No, is it Mike McDonald? Oh,
McDonald? No, McDonald's in Seattle. My fault.
oh okay.
Mike McDaniel. My bad.
You're good, man. But what I was gonna add on to that, I agree with what Mark is saying. It's just ah, it's not the '80s anymore, dog. If y'all get my drift, like
Yeah.
you a little too laid back, too cool. You like '80s Miami right now. You need to catch up to speed to what it's like right now. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
too cool, too cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Too cool at all, man. Just wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Next game, we got the Washington Commanders. They are leading that NFC East right now. The Washington Commanders, they defeat the Cleveland Browns 34-13. Commanders are 4-1. First time since 1998. They are rolling. They look like a totally different team. They're very fast and fluent. Shout out again. We gave praise in the past to Cliff Kingsbury, and he is making that. He is growing that team each and every game. They are looking more sharper, more quicker. Brian Robinson is starting to be a powerhouse in that run game. I really, really like Cliff Kingsbury's play calling. I really like it. I really do. I want to see more out of Scary Terry. Scary Terry is one of the best wide receivers in the game. But man, Washington is on one this year. I'm really proud of them because they've been in that NFC East basement for so long because it's been dominated by Philly and Dallas. So it's good to see them finally come out of that basement. It's good. It's good, man. The Browns, on the other hand, boy, Deshaun is just Deshaun, bro. Deshaun it's time. You know, it's just like you're running on a spare tire. You got a car, you just got a donut, and you just trying to get there, but that tire is just wearing out little by little, man. Deshaun Watson is not fitting with this offense. He's not fitting with this team. The team has terrible morale. The defense, this is the best defense in the league last year, and they only gave up 13. I mean, they only scored 13 points, but they gave up 34. Cleveland has went down. I'm not saying they're going to go back to 2016 Cleveland, but Kevin Stefanski, a former coach, two-time NFL Coach of the Year, he really needs to grab his staff together. They really need a serious bye. And on that bye, they really need to change things around. And I mean fast. Because
can I disagree with you?
Oh, go ahead.
He said, "Can I disagree with you?"
It ain't a damn thing Coach Stefanski or anybody on that coaching staff can do. This is another example. Carolina being the other example in the league right now. Not everybody can be Al Davis, and not everybody can be even a Jerry Jones. I almost said Jimmy Jones. My bad. Not everybody can be a Jerry Jones. Ownership needs to leave the football X's and O's to the coaches that they hired to run their team. I really feel like the only reason why Deshaun Watson is still starting is because of Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns. That feels like an ownership decision because there is no logical way you, as a two-time coach of the year in the NFL, can look at Deshaun Watson's play over the last 10 games and say that he gives you a better chance to win than the two other quarterbacks on your roster. If you feeling like that, you really shouldn't be a head coach, in my opinion.
Okay. Something has to happen. Something has to happen fast.
It's probably gonna be Stefanski get fired and they release Deshaun. Stefanski probably, unfortunately, is tied to Deshaun. Maybe if you would have put your foot down and stood up for Baker freaking Mayfield, you wouldn't be in this position. But I digress.
I agree with you on that too. But this is going be a late. This is gonna be a end of the season type fire. I wouldn't fire him right now. This would definitely be a end of the season type thing with the Browns and start from scratch.
I'm gonna say
Ain't really
this
need
on
to.
my opinion about it.
Sure.
You lose to us in Philly, you better start firing. That's all I'm saying. I know we're coming off a bye week. Yeah, we're healthy, whatever. But we haven't played our best ball. You lose in Philly this Sunday, that's when you gotta start. Okay.
I don't think this happening. I don't think
I
this
I don't
happening.
know. What's their record
But
right now?
1-4.
Philly G,
Uh,
how do you fire a coach if he's literally handcuffed by the owner? It really it
I
can't
don't
it
know, man.
it's not the coaching staff's fault. I mean, we saw last year what they can do when they have a competent quarterback in the locker room who can play. I would say if they lose to y'all and it's another bad loss, if Jimmy Haslam is serious about winning football games, they need to consider putting Jameis Winston in or
Yeah.
Dorian Thompson Robinson. But you
Yeah,
can't
they
keep
just
going to
now.
Deshaun because you're gonna lose the locker room. And once you lose the locker room, man, forget about the season.
It's already
Ain't nothing
lost.
to play for.
You think I
It's,
don't
it's,
know?
it's already lost.
Doug Peterson,
Yeah. Yeah, I think the
the
locker
pure
room's already
example.
gone. I don't see them going to Philly. I don't see them going. Not Philly again is one of the most hostile. Lincoln Financial is one of the most hostile stadiums in the National Football League. I don't. That
It's
crowd
not
alone
it's
gonna
not to say
rattle.
that it can't be done though, host. It's not to say it can't be
No,
done.
no.
But
I'm
I'm just
saying it
saying
ain't,
you
but
gotta
I don't
start
see it.
yeah, you gotta start considering now. If we hang like 41 points on them or something like that, that's when you really gotta start thinking. I do
Nah,
hear
And
what
that's
Mark is
liable to
saying.
happen.
I mean,
yeah, it's about to happen.
like I ain't even trying to be biased about it. I personally don't see it happening, but if it does happen,
The Redskins just put up 34 on them, bro. 34.
Jesus.
It would
Yeah,
have been
that
like
yeah. I don't know.
it was ugly, bro. It could have been 45 easy, easy.
We're
Those
getting
touchdowns was
Stephon and AJ
effortless.
Brown back too.
Those
So
touchdowns
I
was
don't
effortless, bro.
I, I
Effortless.
just I just don't know, Mark and Host. Like I said, we've played haven't played our best ball. So I hear y'all. I could definitely see us putting up that, but at the same time I can't. I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't
We'll see
know.
next week. I'm gonna say, told you so.
Hmm.
Next game,
Uh,
I'm gonna let Mark handle this here. The Raiders fall in the AFC West Division. Yeah, we fall to the Denver Broncos at Mile High, 34-18. The Raiders are 2-3. Broncos are 3-2. I am not going to say a word on this. I'm going to let Mark go ahead.
I'm trying to choose my words wisely here.
Choose wisely.
Antonio Pierce and the Raiders did something that not even Josh McDumbass and Jimmy Garoppolo were able to do, and that's lose to Denver. Um, we This is the first time we've ever lost to them in the history of the Las Vegas Raiders franchise. Even going back to the recent run in Oakland, we were dominating them after Peyton retired. Uh, I just the part that infuriates me, we played so well in the beginning of that game. We got out to a fast start. Hit Brock Bowers for his first career touchdown, but the moment Minshew threw that ugly, dumbass interception, that 100-yard pick six to Surtain, it's just we were dead in the water from that moment on. Just couldn't come back. Shout out to Denver. They kicked our ass. Finally got a win against us. So congratulations to them. I'm not slighting them in any way. Um, all I can hope is that we turn it around and come back swinging on Sunday against Pittsburgh. So that's my hope right now.
can I add something, please?
Sure.
Can I
Go
add
ahead.
something? I ain't gonna do you like that, but I told you so. Anyway, PS2 is probably the greatest cornerback from Alabama. Saying I ain't gonna be that guy either. But anyway, that pick six was crazy. Um, man, the Raiders. I'm trying to be respectful to y'all. Y'all know me. I can talk
Hey,
my trash, but
it
I
is
ain't
what
even
it
gonna
is,
do that to
brother.
y'all. Y'all
It
down
is what
bad
it
right
is,
now. I
brother.
really can't say nothing,
Hey,
man.
don't hold
Y'all
no punches. Go ahead.
bench that damn Gardner Minshew. He's a backup.
Who you
He
telling?
showed that, man.
So,
Like
so,
what?
so
Who you
what is
telling?
Aiden O'Connell? Because Aiden
The
O'Connell ain't a
starter.
starter either.
He is the starter. He is the better choice out of the two.
Yeah, he
You're gonna
is.
have chicken shit for chicken shit. You
Yeah.
gotta accept that.
Oh,
But
I'm
pick
trash.
the better chicken shit. At least this one
Yeah.
tastes a little better.
I agree. I
You
agree
get
for
what
the
I'm
G.
saying?
I agree for the G.
Like, come on, man. Seriously. Like, Devontae don't want to play. Y'all in a shitty situation as far as your quarterbacks. It's not the coach. Antonio Pierce is doing all he can. Your offense and defense, it's off. Y'all depending on these big star players. Y'all just lost another player. You said for indefinitely, right? Christian. So
Yep.
come on, you need somebody to step up. Like I said earlier, one of these young guys could be the ones to step up. Yeah, I get it. Veterans need to step up too. Whatever. But Gardner is not y'all answer. For Denver, he kicking ass. I'm liking this. I really am.
Got a number one defensive football right now. So,
You
uh,
gotta be that way when you're playing the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Raiders in your division. That's the only way. And it really is just that one team. The only team that's better than the Chiefs is the Chiefs right now. But the Denver Broncos are showing, hey, we're here defensively.
That's facts.
I'm just saying. Y'all say hold no punches. I'm not holding no punches. Raiders just need to start Aiden O'Connell. You got chicken shit for chicken shit. Pick the better chicken shit. Start Madison as your running back.
And
I think
man,
they're gonna do that going forward
yeah,
because that
They
yeah, they're gonna
need
do that.
to. Zamir
White
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 is
just
not
don't
it.
he don't fit the offensive scheme that
Not
they're
at
running this
all.
Him
year.
and Abdullah would be
Um,
RB2.
He would fit more, and I like Abdullah as well. Abdullah was doing some things for y'all.
He getting
But
old though.
as far as Zamir White, you can send him to Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
Get Mostert out
I
of the
I
deal or something.
I don't know if they're
I
gonna get rid of
personally
some.
would like to, if we can, send Devontae to Pittsburgh. I can't believe I'm saying this. Send Devontae to Pittsburgh after this week and
Bro,
get Russell Wilson and maybe a third from them.
take
And
a running back while you're at it.
I would love to have Jalen Warren, but
I mean, he's
um,
hurt. You might as well take Najee.
ugh.
Me
um,
Najee, baby. Love that. Hey, I'm a Najee
that
dude,
man.
bro.
Oh, mm,
I
I'm,
know, bro. I
mm.
know. I know. I know.
I'm gonna
But
learn from
Najee
my
guy, bro.
experience in
he's
fantasy
the
Najee my
football too
dude,
early
bro.
in the day.
starter.
Yo, Najee my
Um,
dude, bro.
I wish we could have traded for freaking Mason Rudolph before Tennessee realized they needed him. But yeah, I would say at best, the best thing we can do to upgrade the QB position for this season be to send Devontae to Pittsburgh in exchange for Russell Wilson.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
I mean, hey, but that leaves, as you call it, Pittsburgh. They got 6 rings, so I hope you're spelling it with 6 in front of it. But six bird. Shout out to
Screw
Deuce.
that team and
Anyway,
everything that they freaking stand for.
Pittsburgh.
The NFL
Um,
will be a better place when Pittsburgh is in football hell for at least a decade. They need to be humble. They need to learn what it's like to have a coaching carousel and quarterback changes and bad draft picks and everything that everybody else has to go through. They are long overdue for this, man.
Why'd you
I'm
do
all
that?
I
so
can
I'm
say
so sick and tired of
is,
it.
Why'd you do that,
all I can
Lamar?
say is, well, listen. All I can say is I might have to get him on this one real quick, host, and we got to move on to the next game. But I'm just
Okay.
saying they took Al Davis's motto and used it against y'all. Just win, baby. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you kick him in the nuts with that one.
On the anniversary of the man passing away, no less.
Kick that
May he
in the nuts.
rest in peace. Just win, baby.
Yeah. Great story.
Oh
Those of
yeah.
you out there, that's football historians, man. And not to be biased, but Al Davis, man, a great man, great pioneer, very strong man, stood on what he believed in. Stood
That
on
ain't biased, it's
that.
just facts.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
the greatest owner in the history of the
He
National Football League.
really stood
I'm
on what he
doing that.
believed. And so that's the part, not the football aspect, but just he just stood on what he believed in. He stood on it. But let's jump over to the NFC West as the Arizona Cardinals defeat the San Francisco 49ers 24-23. Philly G.
I know Mark is gonna have something to say, like Ice Cube, but I got something to say. Devontae, y'all on an implosion like the Eagles were last season. Listen, man, I know it might be early, but I'm saying this now. It looks bad. It looks bad. You can't make mistakes like that. And I said it during the Patriots game. You can't make these small mistakes against a team that you know you're going to beat and then go ahead and turn around and face a division rival and make these little mistakes again, thinking that you're going to beat the Cardinals. Bro, they need CMC bad, and it shows. The Cardinals, bro. What can I say? The Cardinals are the Cardinals, baby. They red hot. They red hot. Coming off an ass whooping. They red hot. They got a red ass right now from that ass whooping. But then they spun it around and gave the 49ers a hard knocking. And only won the game by one. Hey, 49ers got to get it together. Or Kyle Shanahan going to get fired. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But, oh, man. Go ahead, Mark.
I could not disagree with you more.
Mm.
The issue in San Francisco isn't Kyle Shanahan. It's not Christian McCaffrey being hurt. The issue in San Francisco right now is they basically have no defense. Their defense has not shown up at all this season except for week one against the New York Jets.
It's the same damn defense.
Yeah, but
It's literally the
they
same
changed
damn.
defensive coordinators after the Super Bowl and it's showing.
I want to hear that.
Their defense has not been able to close out games. We saw it against the Rams. We saw it again this past weekend against the Cardinals. Shanahan's got to do something, upgrade that defense. I don't know if it's bringing Robert Saleh back next year.
Trade for
But
Maxi.
when you got a defense with Brandon, what's the man name that was just fired as the Chargers head coach, Brandon Staley? When you have a defense with him on the staff, I mean, the hell did you expect? So I blame it all on San Francisco's defense not being able to step up and finish games for that team. Nick Bosa, where the hell are you? You supposed to be one of the baddest defensive linemen in the league, bro. Like, get after the quarterback in the fourth quarter and help your team win a game. But maybe this is karma for them. Maybe this is karma for them unjustifiably firing Steve Wilkes. Because I do personally believe the NFL has shown if you fire a black head coach for no reason at all before it's time, you will face karma for it. The Lions faced it when they fired Caldwell for Matt Patricia. The Bucks did it when they fired Lovie Smith. They had to go through karma for a little bit. Shoot, might be San Francisco going through it right now for firing Steve Wilkes. Just my opinion, though.
Could be right.
And now the Panthers are getting punished for that too, because I felt like they should have kept him there. So
Arizona went through it when they fired him. So,
but thing is, Mark, I knew you would disagree, and now I'm gonna get serious.
Oh no.
49ers fans should be concerned, but not as concerned as I said earlier. Obviously, I was joking and laughing, but I'm being serious. I won't say hit the panic button, but y'all gotta figure it out. Y'all lost to the Rams and the Cardinals now in two close games. It's not like you got beat by 10. That is not like you got boat race or anything like that. You know, you're the 49ers. You're always going to keep it close. But my concern is this Thursday. If you lose this Thursday to the Seahawks, this is when you need to panic. And not to say that the Seahawks are a bad team. They're not. They're coming off of a loss to the Giants, a close game. But you lose to the Seahawks, bro. This is where it's like, all right, what is it? What is it? What is it? We have Jordan Mason who stepped in and filled in for CMC. He's good, but the fumbles are starting to pop up now. Defense wise, like Mark pointed out, where is Nick Bosa? You're expecting Bosa. Fred Warner's doing his job. The cornerbacks seem like they're doing their job here and there. They get a little handsy on some plays. But safety wise, what's going on? The middle of that line is missing Hargrave right now because of injury.
That's true, true, very true.
But somebody else has to step up in that on defense.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't know what to tell you. And then special teams, I mean, they blocked the kick and returned it. Great. But special teams is special teams. That has nothing to do with it. It's about those main ones on offense and defense, and there's nothing going on. One thing I will say about the 49ers, Ayuk is starting to get back to his normal self, which is a good sign. Debo has come back. He's been kind of quiet, but they're using him everywhere now. That's not going to work out.
Very true, very true.
Brock Purdy, you all already know how I feel about Brock Purdy. He's not a bad quarterback, but he's not a good one either.
Mm, good point.
He's bound to start throwing interceptions on some of these throws that he's made. You can agree or disagree,
No,
but
you know what? I agree with everything what he said. I think he's spot on with everything,
I'm
every
just
single
saying.
thing. I think he's spot on with
I'm just saying.
everything.
It doesn't make me
I
right
cannot agree with you more.
because Hope agreed. It doesn't make me
No,
right. That's just my opinion of what
it
I'm
does.
seeing from the
It
outside.
does, bro. Cause yeah, it does, bro. No bullshit. Like you hit everything across the board. Everything across the board with San Fran. I couldn't agree with you more. I don't have nothing
Right.
to say.
And then, real quick, like I said, I'm not trying to
Yeah, go
hold
ahead.
it or hold it
Go ahead.
hostage.
Go ahead.
Cardinals. Cardinals, be motivated moving forward. This was a good win. This was a divisional game. The game where you scored 14 points and shut out the 49ers. That says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Use it moving forward. Their defense is good. Their offense, there's been some games where their offense has made mistakes or made fumbles and stuff like that. But moving forward, Cardinals should be good. 49ers fans, don't panic. And unless y'all lose this Thursday night game. Don't panic.
I
Seriously.
agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you. Uh, let's skip these two games right here. The Packers defeat the Rams 24-19. Green Bay looks good. Green Bay's on a roll. Green Bay's on a roll. I like Green Bay.
They
Green Bay,
getting
they looking
Jacobs
good at
going.
standing at 3-2. Yeah, they're starting to stand a little strong. Shout out Matt LaFleur. Great calling in this game. The Giants, they defeat the Seahawks 29-20. It's good for the Giants without Malik Neighbors, and they
Mhm.
found a way to win the game. That was good. It's impressive. Daniel Jones, he really stepped up when needed to be. That was
Did
big.
y'all see that?
That's the biggest win for the Giants this season right there. That was the biggest
Did
win.
y'all see
What
that
we say for
fumble
the
recovery?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
went to red
Hell
zone. It was
yeah,
funny enough. I switched over to red zone, and that was the
yeah,
play that was happening. I was like, "Oh my
yeah,
god!"
yeah. That was impressive, man. So
Look,
shout out to the Giants,
somebody
man.
missed Saquon.
Word. The Giants
Mhm.
win the game. It's impressive. Now I want to get to the Sunday night game. Sunday night game. It was between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cowboys came on top by the score with the win. Score of 20-17. Mark.
Oh man. This was a bad game if you were a working man and had to get up for work the next morning.
What you talking about?
Uh,
I
Oh
was off, thank
but
God.
honestly,
yeah.
I was a little bit let down by this game. Truthfully, like I expected, I don't know, a little bit more excitement. It just felt like a lull game. Had its flashes and pan, but nothing really to write home about.
Yeah.
If I'm Pittsburgh, man, damn, what happened? How did you let Dak Prescott of all people throw a game-winning touchdown pass with less than 5 to go?
Yeah.
That's ooh man, I don't know how you excuse that one. And honestly, I'm not saying this is a Pittsburgh hater, even though it is hate week. I'm waiting for this offense to really like kind of I don't know wake up. It feels
Yeah.
kind of like they've been sleepwalking all season, and people have been praising them. Justin Fields is looking a lot better than he looked in Chicago, and
Very
they're
true.
moving the ball better than they did with Kenny Pickett. 17 points. That's all you got. against the Cowboys defense that has been struggling to stop anybody all season. This was
For
the
sure.
game where I expected Najee Harris and Justin
Yeah.
Fields to run all over them, especially Parsons
Mm-hmm.
didn't play. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
when they couldn't put up more than 17 points, and uh, I don't know what they expect to do Sunday against us. Look forward to hopefully using that to beat them, but also, and I'm gonna say this with all seriousness in my heart. Yo, George Pickens, bro, you seriously gotta chill the fuck out and check your ego and your attitude because you
Absolutely.
are high key becoming you are a diva wide receiver, no doubt. You
Yes.
have skills, and
Yes.
I get that. But these
Mm-hmm.
antics, bro, like grabbing that man face mask when you already in a lost the damn game at the end there,
Yes.
completely
Yes.
uncalled for.
Yeah.
Your tantrums, your pouting, you starting to become a locker room cancer, bro.
He did it
And
last year
if I
too.
know
He had some antics last year too, as well.
if I know anything about Schittsburg, no matter how good of a receiver you is, bro, when you start to reach that annoying level for Coach Tomlin, he will get rid of you. Mike
Yeah.
Wallace had to get up out of there.
It's very true.
Santonio Holmes had to go.
It's very true.
Unfortunately, they sent Antonio Brown to us.
That's
Yo,
true.
chill the hell out, cause you that kind of stuff ain't gonna fly in Pittsburgh, bro.
No. No.
Your ass is
It's
gonna be
not.
on the trading
I
block quicker than you can say hallelujah.
exactly. Mark really took the words out of my mouth when I was about to say George Pickens because it's just a guy with so much talent, but he got such a terrible attitude.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys. I ain't gonna even get to the Cowboys. I ain't gonna even get to this game because Mark just killed everything what I said. He is 100% right. And the stagnant offense of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the wide receiver core is just not that good. Of George Pickens and Van Jefferson, it's just not. It's not hitting. It's not hitting. And I hope
And
it not hits against us. But Philly G, I'm gonna ask you a question, Philly G, if you don't mind.
yes, sir.
The Cowboys. Did Dak Prescott save the Cowboy season by by getting this win?
He saved that game. We're not gonna say it this season. It's still yet to be seen.
Because if he
You know,
lost,
like
he would
Mark
have
had pointed out, and
been
I
two
agree
and
with
three.
Mark 100%. Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry. Go
agree with
ahead.
Mark too. No, you fine, you fine, you fine.
I agree with what Mark said. For since we're talking about Dallas real quick, Dallas did what they were supposed to do to win that game. I'll admit that. Unbiased, they did what they were supposed to do. For Pittsburgh, what I agree with Mark on, you can't go into a game like this. Is not the Falcons every week. You play a team like that where you kicking field goals and not really scoring touchdowns, you're gonna walk into a brick wall against teams like that. Now, granted, Dallas had a few people that were injured, that are out indefinitely or lost for a few weeks. Take advantage of that, man. I was trying to see where this running game was. And as much as I love Najee Harris, I have to be honest with Najee Harris, like I am with Derrick Henry and the rest of the Alabama crew. You got to run a little bit harder, bro. You got to. George Pickens, on the other hand, yeah, stop being a bitch. Just plain and simple. Be a
Stop
man.
being a bitch. Yeah, yeah,
You
stop
know,
being a bitch. You're right.
it's like, what's with the antics, grabbing a face mask or swinging on somebody? Like, come on, bro. What's up with that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
He could have hurt.
now if
He could
y'all
have
were
really
down
hurt that
39,
man.
I get the anger and the frustration, whatever, but don't do that. That does nothing for you, does nothing for the team. And at that point, the game was at a loss. But whatever, they were a fumble away from actually sealing that game.
Right.
And the crazy part that kills me was nobody on their team was around the ball, and that's what saved that game for Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
That's what saved it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, good shit from Dallas. They're definitely gonna need it. I honestly believe that the NFC East is going to be a fumble, to quote Michael Singletary.
Mm-hmm.
Fumble. It's going to be a fumble scramble for the NFC East in December. They're gonna need wins like that. So good shit on them. But Pittsburgh, get it together. Cause I
They did it because they
promise
got
you,
Detroit. They got Detroit next. So
you got
uh,
you got the
we'll see.
Steelers got the Raiders. They got Detroit. I'm not saying it in order, but I know at some point they got us December 15th. I got that marked on my calendar. They got us. None of that shit's gonna fly against either three of those teams. No matter how you put it about the Raiders, about what I said earlier, this is a team that can win a game. Don't don't play like that on Sunday because you're gonna get beat.
I
Detroit,
agree with you
you
on that.
already know what's gonna happen. They're about to air your ass out the way your defense is playing now.
They coming for you.
And us, AJ Brown is looking to do this again. Do not do the dumb shit. That's it.
I agree. They're basic. Just so basic with Dallas. I mean, you don't even need nothing spectacular. It's so basic.
No, they just, and that's what made the game crazier. They just did what they were supposed to do, host. They just did what they were supposed to do, and everything fell into their hands.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Agree with you,
That
man.
that's the interesting thing. I can't wait to see this off season. Like, what the hell is Dallas going to try to do to move forward?
Thank you.
I'm very interested to see what they
I'm
do
I'm
because
very
it's
hoping
interested
weird.
as
Micah
well.
becomes an Eagle, and that's what we're all hoping for. For the
Yeah.
ones that don't know about the Eagles
I
fan base, we
definitely
are
see.
looking forward to that.
I definitely see number 11 in another jersey next season. I definitely see that. It could be
Shoot, 88 will probably be another one too.
88 would too. We
What if
might just
a
see
what
that.
if y'all
I
made a
think they need to
call?
blow it up.
What if y'all
Yeah.
make a call and see if you could get CD Lamb over there? You make a
Devontae.
call to Pittsburgh and send some picks for Russell Wilson. You get a connection going there. Who
I don't give a
knows?
shit. I just want to win.
I
I
was
don't
I was
care.
about to disagree until you mentioned Russ. 'Cause I was like, I was about to say we had CD with our current quarterback situation.
Oh
CD
I
God.
would
think
be a whining,
Oh God.
attitudinal
Killing
pain
the
in the
locker room.
ass.
Killing the
mm,
locker room.
Yeah, hell no,
Yeah, killing the locker.
hell no.
Devontae's already killing our locker room. We don't want another one,
That
goddamn.
man quit on us,
Yeah, no.
bro.
Yeah, he quit
There
on us,
ain't no
bro.
other way to slice it. He
Yeah,
straight quit on us, man.
he killed the offense.
I don't expect him to play this week either.
No, he's not gonna play for
He
Um,
We'll
shouldn't
see.
play
We'll
for
see.
us again.
No,
You
he's
literally
done.
quit on
Yeah,
us.
he's done.
No, bro.
He killed our offense, bro. But anyway,
what if he was like,
anyway,
I'm ready?
yeah. I don't even boy, cause I get fired up about that dude.
Respectfully, he would have to work his ass off to get back in the good graces of that locker room.
Yeah,
Damn, he'd be a wide receiver
he
three
said
from what I'm
the same
hearing.
thing Josh Jacobs did, bro. He took off on us, bro. Just, it's just what it is. But last and final game, it is the Monday night game happened last night. Kansas City Chiefs versus the New Orleans Saints. The Chiefs are 5-0. They defeat the New Orleans Saints 26-13. I don't even want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about anymore. God damn, Taylor Swift was in the
Shout
house.
shout
Xavier
out to my
Worthy.
mama.
Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, uh-huh. Listen, listen. I
I go
know.
ahead on that.
I think Mark know too.
Yeah. Well,
I ain't
That's
got
your
nothing to say.
mama. Wait. I was like, that's your mama.
yeah. Right. I don't know what I say. But
But then he took
I'm gonna
his
go.
helmet off. I said, "That's an ugly motherfucker." Anyway.
You wild. You wild, Philly G. You wild for that one.
You your daddy's son.
I'm gonna
Anyway, yeah.
I'm gonna go 30 seconds with this, man. Kansas City is I gotta give him credit, man. Andy Reid was dialing up some plays that I never even fucking seen before. Like he was doing some stuff. Kansas City is just a team that's gonna chomp you down like chomp you down the bits. They got no deep, even though they got one of the fastest guys in the combine, or the fastest guy in the combine is Xavier Worthy. They're not going deep like that. They just cut you limb by limb. I gotta give it to Kansas City and Andy Reid. His play calling, it was just phenomenal. Chess. It was just a chess game, and Andy Reid, his play calling was just phenomenal. Like he was calling the right plays at the right time. Kansas City was flowing. I mean, on offensive wise, Kansas City was flowing. I just don't understand why Pat Mahomes. I just don't understand why they just not hitting the guy. I just it just made me. But I'm not gonna bury him. Uh, uh, um, he is good out of the pocket. He's a good scrambler. And again, he's to me he's one of the best middle field throwing quarterbacks in the league. Like he's Pat Mahomes doing this thing, man. But I'm giving all my credit to Andy Reid. Andy Reid and Spags on the other end, man. The Chiefs, man. Chris Jones, just a monster. Defense was very disruptive. And he was dialing up some good stuff too, man. Both the Chiefs coaching staff was on one. I gotta give them credit, much as I can't stand them. But man, they was calling some great stuff and he's putting their guys in the right place at the right time. New Orleans Saints. Oh man, Dick Clark he couldn't get out. It was like he was just in mud the whole game. He was just in mud, man. And it's just such a shame that the offensive line was not holding him up to because I mean, not to be biased, but man, but and he showed you when he threw the touchdown and shit. Derek Carr can throw the ball. He just needs time. And that offensive, and I don't know if you guys seen it when he threw that touchdown. He's like, I told you. Derek Carr can perform against the Kansas City Chiefs if he had the timing, and he had the offensive. It's not Kubiak. It's not Clint Kubiak doing this. No, it's just that offensive line is terrible. They're terrible, man. And Derek Carr was on his ass. And Derek Carr when he was with us, he didn't get sacked like that. Yeah, we had a good line, especially 16. He ain't hit the ground like that. Not how he's going with New Orleans. But I'm really disappointed in Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen is just nothing creative on the offense, really. Nothing just creative. Just nothing. Just nothing. Like Dennis Allen just stood there like and I'm like, come on, bro. Like get something going. But again, man, Kansas City, man, they was flowing. That's all I can say. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna bury him tonight. That was my 30 seconds or 45, whatever you want to call it. Mark,
All I want to say, oh, go ahead,
Philly G, go ahead, Philly G. You good?
man. We can all say we love Derek Carr, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I get that he didn't have time, but we showed that a few weeks ago. We showed the blueprint. You put pressure on him, he's gonna start doing certain things that he don't want to do. When he scored the touchdown, I felt that. I was like, okay, maybe they got a chance tonight. And then I smartened up and said, oh, the Chiefs have a good defense. Just let them settle in. And I was right. Um, Saints, I just don't believe in their coach. I never did. Um, Kubiak thing lasted what 2 weeks after Alvin Kamara dropped that 44 in fantasy. Eh, it's just a flash in the pan for them right now. And the Saints don't know who they are, and I think they might have lost the division to the Falcons already. We just haven't seen it yet. Um, as far as the Chiefs, it's the same old shit, just a different day. I had to be fair myself last night with certain calls. You can't be a Debo and tackle a player before the ball arrives.
I agree with that.
That's just the game. Um, Also, though, I will say, how I said about bitching earlier, Xavier Worthy, you can't be bitching about not getting the ball and then be like, oh, that was a flag. No, it wasn't. It was played fair. You should have caught the ball and it was catchable right there over your head. Can't do that. All in all, you got the win. Shout out to your mama. Anyway, as I was saying, it's fucking Andy Reid. What did y'all expect? It's Monday Night Football. It's fucking Andy Reid.
I mean, he's one of the most innovative coaches I ever seen. He's
Yeah.
innovative.
And Steve
He was
Spag, the guy that
he was
called the timeout. I never even knew that defensive coordinators could call a timeout, but apparently
he
he's a
don't.
great he's a great ass defensive coordinator. That's all he is. He made a living off of it now. Um, it's just man, damn, like the Saints, they're going on the downfall. I think the Panthers are gonna be over them in the division. That's how bad I think it's going. I've never believed in that. I know it sounds crazy, guys. Somebody's got to get third place, and it ain't gonna be the Saints. It's a three-team race, and they ain't even involved. That's how I feel. No disrespect, GC. I'm just saying, y'all ain't got the quarterback. Y'all don't have the funds right now. Y'all don't have the energy. The offensive line is trash. Alvin Kamara is a flash in the pan. And in the past, I just think that it's over. It's a wrap.
All right,
Open shut, open shut case, Johnson.
all right,
Like
Mark, clean it up. We can get on out of here.
I'm not gonna take the bait that was just laid out for me. And respond to what was said. Um, hmm, my takeaways from the game: Steve Spagnuolo called a good game as defensive coordinator. Uh, they were changing things up, disguising coverages, blitzing at the right time. Chris
Very true.
Jones is going off. They just played a really great game on
Very true.
defense. There's just no other way to slice it, no way to put it. Dennis Allen, host, and I noticed from his time with us, your calling card is defense, and during that game, you let a team convert after at one point being at a second down and 34 yards to go. How in the Sam hell do you let a team convert that? I will never know, especially when your calling card is defense. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Um, there are issues going on in New Orleans outside of just what they got going on at quarterback. Um, if you have no offensive line and most of your offensive line starters are hurt, you're playing a bunch of backups and stuff. I don't care if you have Johnny Unitas or Joe Montana or Tom Brady. You have no offensive line. You have no running game. If you have no running game, the quarterback is going to struggle. That's just how it is. Um, on the other
That
part,
sucks.
um, I'm going to talk about the officiating, and I'm not trying to sound like a tinfoil hat wearing Raider fan here, but you could listen to the commentary in that damn game and just hear the bias. Like they were literally kissing Kansas
Boy,
City's ass the
boy, what
entire
you talking about?
broadcast.
It
There was
sure
a
was.
specific play where Mahomes scrambled to try to pick up the first down, and they ruled him short initially. They went to replay. ESPN's replay official and all the commentators even said they did not see enough video evidence to make them overturn that call. What the
it's
hell
not.
happened?
He crossed the line.
Replay assist confirmed the quarterback crossed the line and gained, therefore it's a first down.
Oh,
Hmm.
But
yeah.
my biggest gripe of all with this game, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the team with good barbecue. Again, I'm going to plead to the National Football League, to the Rules Committee, to Roger Goodell, to all the officials. Can we please, for the love of football God, define what the hell is and what is not a pass interference, bro? I am so sick and
Yeah.
tired of the no calls and the yes calls and the no calls and the yes calls. A dude could be tackled, and they say it's not pass interference. But two dudes hand fighting whose feet get tangled up and they both fall. Oh, that's definitely pass interference. That's definitely a
Yeah, I agree
spot
with you.
foul. Like, bro, if you're gonna
Yeah.
call it consistently. Make up in your goddamn
Inconsistent.
minds what the hell is and what is not pass interference, bro. Because
I
that
agree.
penalty alone is seriously ruining football games. And I hate to
It
say it,
is.
it's ruining your biggest moments. NFC championships, Super Bowls, regular
Yeah.
season games, playoff games.
Yes.
Like, yo, chill the hell out and just figure out what is and what is not pass interference, please. I'm seriously losing my mind over that call, bro.
I agree. I agree with you. And everything you was right. Everything you right. Everything you said is you speaking for every NFL fan around the world. Like,
It started with the
but you
Rams
know,
and the Saints.
no, but mostly the common denominator is always with the Chiefs. It's always with Kansas City.
With that pass interference call host, I can't even say it's all because like Philly G just mentioned,
No, no.
we
Every
saw the
time.
freaking NFC title game a couple years ago with the
Yes.
Rams and the
It
Saints,
started
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
Rams and
That's
the
true. That
Saints.
is
or
true.
It
the
happened to
Cowboys and
us
the
in the
Lions with Matthew Stafford.
But
yup.
I'm just going.
Like
I'm
Cowboys and the
going on
seriously,
Lions.
what
It happened with
I'm
us
going
in the
on
Super
this year.
Bowl. And then this year, it's been multiple games where it's been determined. It's
this year
determined the
specifically,
game.
it's been the team with the good barbecue. I agree with you on that, but I'm saying this is a problem that's been going on for years in the NFL, and they've yet to fix it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's something. I mean, what the hell we can do? Roger Goodell right now is just the worst NFL commissioner I've ever seen.
Mm.
I don't see anything that this guy has done for the game of football, but turn it into a goddamn circus. You killed the Pro Bowl, allow the Kansas City Chiefs to do whatever they want to do. You got a pop star that you keep for some reason panning the camera on. What does she has to do with football? But anyway, I digress with that. It's just a lot of things just been going on lately in the NFL. It's just not right. It's just not right. And I'm not just saying that as a Raiders fan. I'm just saying it as a fan of football. I mean, I love
The
football. I love
NFL
the Raiders,
fan.
man. But I like other teams as well. But I mean, I'm with Mark and Philly G, man. I would like a fair, steady game. Like what is pass interference? Like
Like,
even and I'm gonna shut up after this. But even with the collisions, what can a guy supposed to do? He got momentum coming. What are you supposed to do? They call a legal hit to the head or whatever. Then this guy get disqualified. Like, well, damn. What are you supposed to do? You got two guys running full speed at each other. What are you supposed to do?
in that,
Like Richard Sherman said, you cannot. It's so hard for a defensive back right now. It's so hard because what can you do? What can you do to defend against a wide receiver on defense? Richard Sherman said that. What can you do now in the National Football League? What is legal? What is legal? What is it? Go ahead, PG. We can close it out.
what I was gonna say was that's why you're seeing defenders like Quinion Mitchell just defending the ball at this point.
Yeah.
Like he's playing off of the player, and he sometimes, gets up close. You have players like that. Who else does it? One of the guys on the 49ers, I think Ward, he does it a lot too. Like
Is
the
that Ward?
hugging kind of motion.
Is that
Ward.
Ward? Yeah.
Old buddy did it last night on Olave and they didn't call it, which I felt like it should have been called. But the hugging and tugging and all, I wish they would just go back to letting the guys play, let the boys play.
The boys
That's
play.
what cost us the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's what cost multiple games, not just recently, but 10, 14 years ago. There's games that was lost because of those plays. And this is how you start losing fans slowly in regards to that. But you're not going to lose a fan base because if the fan base is like, oh, nah, that's my team, they don't care. But fans like us, we are fans of different teams, but we're NFL fans first.
That's right.
Just let the boys play.
That's out the door.
Seriously.
It's all
I'm
about
not saying you could tackle somebody and the ball, is not there. That's a penalty. But the
Yeah.
hand fighting, I'm okay with the hand fighting. You tug on me a little bit, cool. But if you're holding me, that's a flag.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's crazy.
Seriously.
I agree, Mark.
That Rams and Saints one, that's the most
That was
inexcusable example of it. And
In
it
my
wasn't no
opinion,
call.
and I hate to say it, Mark, it should have been called. I'll say that. But in my opinion, that's just two dudes fighting it out for the ball.
The one in
The
New
Rams,
Orleans.
the Rams and the Saints. Like I said, it should have been a call. I'm not saying it shouldn't have, but from really looking at it, it's two guys fighting to get the ball. That's just me. That's that's just going outside playing moss with about 12 of your homies,
That's
and
it.
you just doing all you can to get the ball. That's just how I see it, man.
You got lost.
I used to love that thing, man. Get somebody
Well,
hand and throw it down the street, boy. All hands in the air, see your hands, as you like to call
oh
it. Boy,
You got lost.
man.
Ain't nothing like that, man.
Oh, I got the
Back in the
scarred
day.
elbows to prove it. But yeah,
No, that's right. Hurt your elbow and all that shit.
yes, sir.
Oh boy. The reviews, man. Mark, you really touched on something. I really wish that I could do a whole show about that because, man, you and Richard Sherman said it best. What can you do to defend? Not against Kansas City alone, but what can you just do?
You can always wait till the ball hits their chest and then hit them.
Something. What can you do? I agree with
But
Mark.
that's how I would be
That's one
as
of the
a
big-
safety. I'm gonna be in your chest. As that ball is coming, I'm gonna be in your chest already.
Right.
And then the ref gonna look at me like, I don't know what to do. You don't have to do anything. I was there when the ball got there, and I turned my head. I did everything that you wanted me to do. That's not a passing interference. This is a good play. Like, come on.
Mark, I think
It ain't no Rodney McLeod hit.
Yeah, that's one of the most amen things you ever said, man. I agree. I'm with you on that. All right, man. Let's get to these king of predictions real quick. Really quick. We'll run through this in. Sorry for the G. It was between
As long as you acknowledge it, I don't care.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! you down in the books? You down in the books?
He ain't come close to my record though.
Nah, hell no. I don't think anybody comes to that.
Nah,
It was
it was a
between
few.
me,
It was
dog.
like
The dog and Mark. Bringing up the rear. Three-way tie. Rockstar Rock. Q-Dog. And the episode. All three went 7-7. 7-7. So, the winner and the king. Billy G, he did his thing though. Billy G got the wins for this week. But there's only one king, sir. And that is me. That is me. Number 5, baby. I get it. Week 5. I'm your king again. I went 8-6. I barely won. I barely won.
All right, you
Atlanta
becoming the
Falcons
Kansas
got me
City
through.
Chiefs of this thing now.
No.
Yeah. All right, Vince McMahon.
I didn't.
All right,
99 Royal Rumble
teenage
me.
Jared.
is it Vince or Mr. McMahon?
Yeah, I know,
He TNA Jeff Jarrett.
Yo, that's crazy.
I am the king for week 5. I've done it again, back to back, baby. Back to back.
What was my wait?
My
What
brother
was
won
my
it.
record?
You were 9-5.
Dang.
Yeah, you were 9-5. What got me over the hump was the Atlanta. Everybody went Tampa. Everybody went
Yeah.
Tampa. I'm the only one to go Atlanta. Atlanta got me through.
I think it was Denver and the Cardinals.
7-7 too. I'd have been 7-7 my damn self. That
Denver
got
and
me
the
through.
Cardinals saved me.
Yeah, the Cardinals did save you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Denver, both of them. You're right. They did save you, bro. But you got it. 9-5, but I'll take that crown for you. Take the crown for you. All right, man. Real quick picks. Week 6, Thursday night game, Amazon. NFC West division game. 49ers, Seahawks for the G.
Seahawks 30-27.
Seahawks, Mizar.
The team that can't finish versus the team that can't close a game.
Oh, good point.
Shit.
Good point.
Give me San Fran, man.
San
They got to win
Fran
one of
it
these
is.
games, so I'm gonna go San Fran for the hell of it.
San Fran it is. I'm gonna agree with Mark. They got to win something. I'm gonna go with Mark again. This is my last time. They didn't let me down these past couple of times. Now I'm gonna go San Fran again. They should get the job done, even though they're going over to the 12th man. 12th man ain't been the 12th man like he used to be. So I'm gonna go last time. I'm gonna roll with the 49ers again. Please do not let me down. 40 and Niners. Please.
So I'm the only one going with the Seahawks.
Yeah. That's how it goes. Hey, I was the only one to go to Falcons. Worked out for me. Worked out for me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end. We're gonna go keep you guys long, but you know how when you talk football, it just rolls off the tongue like that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today, man. As always, we want to say thank you so very much or watching another episode of Sports to Talk About, man, remember to hit that thumbs up for Philly G and Mr. Episode himself, Young Mark. And if you haven't done it yet, man, hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. And we have reached a milestone here in the Real Sports Podcast. We are officially over 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 subscribers, man. So that is a huge thing for a small sports podcast, man. That's a huge thing, man, in the world, in the YouTube world. So we want to thank you, all 3,000, for the love and support of the Real Sports Podcast. Remember to get your t-shirts and hoodies over at bonfire.com. Click on the link in the description box below. Billy G, tell everybody good night.
Damn, you put me on the spot. Listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Hit those notifications. Make sure you hit the like button and share to all your friends and family. Listen,
Please.
You got friends on the other side of the world. We love them as well. We love everybody. Listen, be safe, stay safe. You already know the motto. Let's go.
I'm gonna get you for copyright.
We need to make it a shirt on Bonfire.
Oh,
Yeah, trademark that.
$1 trillion. I'm kidding. Cup of coffee in the beat. All right, man, we'll be back this Saturday at 1 p.m. as we will go over what went down from Thursday night's game between the San Francisco 49ers and Seattle Seahawks. And we will have the picks. We will have the picks for week 6. So come on, man, see what we got. See what we got going on, man. And see who we got winning and who we got losing on the Real Sports Talk Show. Now, you know, as Billy G already stated, like he does, everybody around the world, and much prayer for the state of Florida right now. They are about to embrace Hurricane Milton, and my sister's down there in Tampa. And
I heard it got stronger.
Yeah, my sister down there and my uncle. And I just remember them, man. I'm gonna be calling them first thing tomorrow. They both say everything's all right, but my uncle, he's a trooper. He's like, yo, this is my house. I'm gonna stay here, whatever. But I'm like, wait, they talking about this is gonna be massive. So, but you know, the thing about Florida Indians, man, they Florida strong. They went through many hurricanes and tornadoes. So, but I just hope it just don't be as much as we think. So just remember those people down in the state of Florida. And everybody around the world, please be safe and stay safe. And never fight alone. Switch it up on you. Never fight alone, man. Never fight alone, man. Never fight alone. And that's
order.